Fragrance hot take, you're not lesser for buying a schmoop or an inspired fragrance, and you're not better for buying like a niche or a designer. Story time. I grew up quite impoverished. I mean, for school lunch, we would literally only have like microwave cheese sandwiches as like our grilled cheese. There were years that I wore the same broken down, tattered shoes that like were way too small for me just because we couldn't afford new shoes. But with all that, we're still Colombian, so like my dad still believed in smelling good anywhere you went. And he always wore cheap Perry Ellis fragrances because that's all he could afford. In fact, that's exactly what he got me for my 18th birthday, Perry Ellis portfolio, because it was like the only thing that he could afford to give me. And yes, this is the original bottle. I went to school, garnered a crap ton of debt, not just from student loans, but also credit cards, because I still needed to survive and my job was not paying me enough to like live out here in the streets. I finally got a decent paying job, wanted to upgrade my fragrance, but I still couldn't really afford any like designers and stuff out here, so I went to a clone. Specifically, this baby right here, Lamani's Millionaire, which is inspired by 1 Million. And you know what? People love the smell. I got compliments left and right all the time. From an affordable clone, and now from that humble beginning, I have over 700 fragrances in my collection, and a good job and all that good stuff. And the point of that story is that not everyone can afford an original design or original niche. Like sometimes clones are really the only thing that like people can afford out here. Like sure, some of these originals do smell better and the clones, you know, can be lower quality, but like they still smell good and they still will have the same effect out here. And for all of you that love to demonize dupes out here, like they make it possible for people that are like less fortunate to still be able to have like a semblance of pride and like be able to smell good and go out and feel good about themselves. I mean, it definitely helped with my dad and it helped with me too. And that's probably the biggest reason I do enjoy making clone content, because they do, you know, give an option for people that do want to smell like, you know, a $400 fragrance, but don't have the means to, you know, afford that. It's not because I'm a shill or bought out or anything along those lines. I just kind of remember my own humble beginnings and remember like I could only afford clones back in the day. Besides, I'm still waiting on that big check that everyone is saying I'm bought out with. All that to say, stop hating on clones so much. If you want to get the original and like overspend on that, that is your prerogative 100%. But like, don't be mad just because like clones are doing so well, because that is what is more affordable and what's more accessible to more people around you. The only way it affects you is if your friend is wearing something like Club de Nuit Intense Man and you're wearing like Ombre Nomad and he is the one getting all the attention. And at that point, you only have yourself to blame. And like and follow for more fragrance content like this.